Hey friends, Jer Stays here. Welcome to your Daily Detroit. As we're recording this, it is Tuesday, April 26th, 2022, and today's show is in two parts. First, Anthony Divis from the Detroit International Festival of Animation is going to tell us all about what's happening, and then we're going to hit some stories around town you need to know about. So, let's get started. Joining me on the line, Anthony Divis. He's the co-producer and curator of the Detroit International Festival of Animation in its 7th year. Welcome to Daily Detroit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What got you interested in putting something like this together?
Well, it was something that my wife, Dakila, and I we've always been interested in the art scene, in the Detroit art scene, and also just art in general. We produced for the past over 10 years various different art-related events, from gallery shows to themed variety shows and the like. And in 2016, actually just right before that, we decided we wanted to do something that was fun, a little bit more different than what we've done before. So we knew that there was a few other animation festivals around and other film festivals, but we wanted to do something that was strictly solely an annual film festival in Detroit. So in 2016, we decided to put the call out for our first one, and that just started the whole ball rolling. And the first year, we had over 200, I believe it was like 220 submissions from filmmakers all over the world, and we ended up roughly around 20 or so films, and that's something that we've kind of carried on each year. We kind of each year since that time, we've had about 20 to 25 films selected from various different animators locally and internationally.
When someone is considering coming to this, what kind of animation are you looking for? What are kind of the criteria that you've selected and curated these short films with?
Well, the wonderful thing about curating this with my wife is that we have complete different types and styles that we kind of are drawn to. So together, it ends up being a whole wide range of the types of animations, from traditional hand-drawn animation to digital CGI, stop motion and claymation. And this year, we also have some time-lapse sand art animation. The themes they vary from reflecting on the various aspects of the human conditions, while others are just simply fun to watch. So there's a whole gamut of types and styles and emotions in each of the animations, and we try to make it as diverse and inclusive of all different styles and themes as much as we can each year.
Looking at your website and checking out what's going on over at difestofanim.com, and I'll put a link in the show notes to that. Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's going to run about 90 minutes. This year, new, the Senate Theater, which is a very historic and wonderful choice, a great venue. If people have not had a chance to go see that, this could be a great opportunity for you to check it out. Why select the Senate Theater?
For the first few years, we built our own theater experience at the Tangent Theater in downtown Detroit, or in the Midtown area, in which we built our own 20-foot by 10-foot screen. We purchased our own projection equipment, rented the chairs, popcorn makers, blah, 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 all the things that go along with it, to try to create a theater. But our goal was always to eventually host it in an actual theater. In 2019, after our festival, then we reached out to the Senate Theater after watching some other festivals that were going there, and contacted them and gave them a proposal about hosting it there. And they welcomed us in right away, and they loved the idea. We loved the theater. And unfortunately, the first year was supposed to be 2020 of April, and the pandemic and everything. So we went virtual for the first for that year, and we also had to go virtual last year as well due to it. But we still kept that on the burner to, as soon as we felt it was starting to get safe again to host indoor events, to definitely do it at the Senate Theater, which this year will be our first year.
So let's get into the details around the event itself. Saturday, May 7th, what else do people need to know?
Well, the doors will be opening at 7 o'clock on the 7th of May. But one thing to definitely to that'll be different and unique for this year than we've done in other years, that the Senate Theater has one of the oldest pipe organs, and they are going to be having a presented by the Detroit Theater Organist Society. They're going to have a Wurlitzer pipe organ pre-show at 7:30 before the animation start at 8 o'clock.
That is something that you're going to want to check out. Such a great part of local history. So how much will this be, and are there any kind of age restrictions on it?
Admission is $10, and we are considering it parental guidance suggested because due to some mature topics and themes. There's nothing truly risque or problematic in the festival, but there might be some more deeply personal, emotional themes in some of the storylines that might be a little bit more serious for smaller children. But overall, we welcome all families and everything, but you do have to be 18 and older to enter as far as with an adult.
You can go through the titles and all the different animations that are going to be coming up, so you can help make that choice and also see what's ahead for when you go and check this out. It's something that I think I'm going to have to check out myself. So Anthony Divis, co-producer and curator of the Detroit International Festival of Animation, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you there.
Now for a few stories you need to know about around town. Job cuts are coming to the mortgage industry as the boom ends. Labeled a career transition incentive, Rocket Mortgage and Amrock, their mortgage and title divisions, want to reduce their workforces by 8%. Doing the math, it's about 2,000 jobs on the chopping block. Nationally, it's expected mortgage originations will go down from $4 trillion in 2021 to $2.5 trillion in 2023. Headwinds are here, and many non-luxury buyers are now priced out of the housing market and have given up looking as there's nowhere near enough housing supply. Refinances are down too, as mortgage rates are now up to 5% in a bid to cool higher inflation that was brought about by a number of factors. My 2 cents, expect cuts across that industry. Not just Rocket, who has to be more public about it now that they're a traded company. But from who I've talked to, I don't expect housing prices to come down for a while. We just don't build enough housing units in the U.S., and we haven't for decades in Metro Detroit. On a recent podcast, one guest shared that we were locally short 100,000 units. Here, we build maybe 5% of that a year if we're lucky, and there are no plans right now to scale that up. We learned more about the plans for the Indoor-Outdoor North American International Auto Show that returns this September 14th through 25th. The charity preview returns, and there's new things like ride and drives on the new downtown Detroit Grand Prix track. Organizers say they've sold out the main floor of the Huntington Place, formerly TCF Center, formerly Kobo, which is a good sign. Now, I'm looking forward to this new format. The auto show needed a reboot, and the hiatus might turn out to be the best thing for it. It should be a good way to show off the city. Ironically, since I won't want to deal with parking, I'll probably take the bus or the Q line there. Ford has started production of the F-150 Lightning. The EV truck is crucial to Ford's future and seems to be doing well with pre-orders. It'll be assembled at the Rouge Electric Vehicle Center. That's part of Ford Rouge's complex in Dearborn. 2 other local factories are making components. My hot take? Elon Musk may have bought Twitter, but Detroit beat him to the race to produce electric trucks en masse. Tesla's Cybertruck line won't even get started, and that's a maybe until 2023. Vehicle production is hard. My long-held bold take is that eventually he's going to sell Tesla or step back in a major way to spend more time thinking about space, AI, and now Twitter. But that's for another day. Royal Oak's cannabis industry will grow with 3 new businesses. At a Monday meeting, their commission approved Gatsby Cannabis, Royal Treatment, and Best Life. They range from fully integrated grow and sales operations to a boutique. Targeted community benefits were a big part of getting these deals through. The former GM Warren transmission plant site will get new life. Located on 117 acres at Mound and 9 Mile, more than $30 million in incentives, including $7.2 million in brownfield credits, have been awarded for the construction of 3 new buildings containing 1.4 million square feet of light industrial space. North Point Development is behind the project, and if North Point sounds familiar, it should. They're doing a number of projects in the city of Detroit, including the Cadillac Stamping and old AMC headquarters sites. As of May 1st, Greektown Casino will have a new name, Hollywood Casino at Greektown. About $50 million have been spent on improvements there since Penn Gaming took it over, including a new lobby. Now, I'm not much of a gambler, so I'll talk about the food. I'm told that there is the Urban Cocktail and Rock Bar lounges and a new upscale Dunkin' concept in the hotel lobby. They're adding a Detroit Taco Company location, the first in the city of Detroit. And there's a new menu at their Prism Steakhouse. From a business perspective, Greektown has consistently been a distant last in local market share, 20 points down from leader MGM, so a refresh and some new offerings might just help. All right, for more stories and more background and links to everything, make sure to check out our email newsletter, dailydetroit.substack.com. And we are done for today. Thank you so much for listening to Your Daily Detroit. As always, if you can spare the time, 5 stars, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, it's greatly appreciated. And if you can spare the dollars, buymeacoffee.com/dailydetroit. All right, with that, I'm Jer Stays. Take care of each other. Remember that you are somebody, and I'll see you around Detroit.